Good evening. Tonight we heard President Trump deliver his first State of the Union address. No matter where you lie on the political spectrum, the State of the Union is an important occasion for all Americans to be engaged on the direction of our country so together we can work towards a better future. Over the past year, under President Trump's leadership, we've made a lot of progress in realizing the economic potential of the United States. Sweeping regulatory reform has eliminated job-killing regulatory burdens, and tax cuts have provided relief to working families and businesses. The tax cut will leave more of your hard-earned money in your pocket, not the government's. By doubling the standard deduction and lowering the tax brackets, American families will get tax relief they've long waited for. During President Trump's first year in office, Americans are getting back to work, and the economy is on the rise. Unemployment is at a 17-year low, with nearly 2 million jobs created. The stock market's up 36%, and consumer confidence remains at historically high levels. American families are once again on track to realizing our economic potential, and American companies are globally competitive again. Over the past month, businesses have announced bonuses and pay increases for millions of Americans, and they plan to invest billions of dollars in the American economy. Although some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are downplaying these effects, these announcements were not a coincidence. They were a direct result of the President's leadership and Congress's actions. I was encouraged to hear President Trump speak about immigration and challenging Congress to fix a problem that's existed for decades. The White House released an immigration framework last week, and I believe it is a reasonable proposal. The framework offers solutions supported by both parties and the American people. Securing our borders, providing long-term certainty for the DACA-eligible youth, and transforming our legal immigration system. Last year, I introduced the Succeed Act, a fair, merit-based solution that allows DACA-eligible population to earn and keep legal status as long as they work hard, get an education, give back to society, pay their taxes, and follow our law. Since I introduced the Succeed Act, I've been working with Republican and Democrat senators to produce a solution that encompasses border security and interior enforcement measures and a long-term solution for the DACA-eligible population. Under the President's leadership, I believe we're getting closer every day to reaching a deal. It's time for Congress to take up the President's challenge. We must come together in a bipartisan fashion and finally pass a responsible, compassionate bill. President Trump also spoke at length about his $1 trillion plan for rebuilding our depleted infrastructure. I hope Congress will embrace the President's plan to fix our roads and bridges, to invest in public transportation, and to continue to invest in 21st century technologies. Finally, President Trump spoke about rebuilding our military and returning to the policy of peace through strength. Over the past year, we've made great progress with defeating ISIS and eradicating terrorism around the world. Congress passed sanctions on North Korea, and the President has made it clear that the days of threatening the United States and our allies without consequences are over. We've made great progress over the last year, and we have a lot of work left to do. Under the President's leadership, I will continue to work with my colleagues in Congress to give our country a brighter future and our children and our grandchildren the best future ever. Thank you. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.